I'm proud and honored to present to you Dennis Giannetti.
Appreciate it.
He's wonderful. You'll love him.
How's everyone doing? That's what I was hoping for. Some of you have seen me speak before and you know you weren't going to get away with it, right? Absolutely. Listen, it's interesting. I never really know what I'm going to talk about. And Danielle had called me and she said, you know, what do you want to talk about? And I got her know. And she said, well, how about procrastination? And I told her I'd get back to her. And it always works. The procrastination stuff always works. I don't know what it is. And the funny thing is, we know that passion is a big part of what you guys are doing this year with Penny's theme. And I thought, well, why not passion, procrastination, and profit? I mean, what's better than getting really excited about making money, but having to wait to figure out how? And I think that's something that we can accomplish today in the short time that I'm with you. Now, having said that, I need you to get involved right away, because I know you're eating your shrimp salad and you got the bread, but we're going to do this together. This isn't about me, it's about you. So, right away, for 30 seconds, turn someone to your left, to your right, and tell them what you're passionate about. 30 seconds. Let's hit it right now. Come on. Okay, let's bring it on back. That's enough passion. We don't have people get carried away. So, yeah. Hi. So it's interesting because when people talk about passion, it could be a lot of things. They could say, well, I'm passionate for my spouse. And you got to stop them quick because they get boom, right? I'm passionate for my children. Some people are just, I'm just passionate about being passionate. You know, and then you got to back away from those people a little bit. But you think about it, there's a lot of reasons to be excited. A lot of reasons to wake up every morning and be passionate about what you do. But there's some things we also have to understand about being passionate. Number one, if we really want to have passion in our life, we have to get out of our head and follow our heart. In this world today, we think too much. Okay? We're on the phone more than we are. I mean, they tell you people are more likely to leave their keys in the house than their phone. Okay? We bring it everywhere. Seinfeld talks about this. He was trying to have a conversation with someone. He literally had to go outside and call them. And what, Jerry, what are you calling me for? He goes, this is the only way I can have a conversation with you. First thing we reach for in the morning, so many people, the what? The phone. What did I miss from when I went to bed to when I woke up? That's going to suck the passion right out of your life. Because you're always looking at what we call other people's agendas, not yours. Passion's got to come from within, not from without. You got to look and say, okay, what do I got to think about inside, not outside? And we think too much and we worry too much. We're always worried about what other people think. Are we enough? Are we doing enough? Do we look good enough? Do we have enough? We'll even do silly things at a networking event. I go, oh, Susan, Susan. That's not Susan. Oh, my God, it's not Susan. It looks like Susan. You should have told me it wasn't Susan. And we're freaking out because I made a mistake about who's there. Or you might have heard Ellen talk about sometimes people walk and then they'll trip like this, and they're so embarrassed and like, oh, I'm going for a jog. You know, just gotta, whew, okay, I'm done. You know, I had to tie my shoe over there, had to catch up, now I'm good. I'm on pace. So you gotta stop thinking so much, because when you think too much, it gets in the way. You gotta take out the trash, you know, and let your heart do a little bit of the talking. The fact is, we can get smarter and smarter and smarter, but we gotta remember something. Number one, intelligence may load the gun, but number two, intuition pulls the trigger. At the end of the day, what we know on the inside matters a whole lot more than what we learn elsewhere. It's great to fill ourselves with facts. Knowledge is definitely power, but the wisdom to use it comes from inside. You get that? You can see that I feel it. I mean, it's true, and we know it. How many people agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
See, that's passion. If we're going to talk about passion, we got to be passionate about it, right? But the other part of it is we got to watch who we put in our lives. There's some people out there, man, they're energy suckers. They're passion vampires. They just looking for you, you know? He's like, hey, man, hey, how you doing? Good to see you today. I told you I took you to see. He's like, oh, I was going to sit at your table. All right, you're good. We're good. All right. He's all right now, right? So he goes, oh, yeah, so how you doing? How you doing? He goes, oh, I'm all right.
He did?
Tomorrow, no, not him. No. So he's like, oh, I'm all right. Oh, so you all right? What's up, man? What happened? What's going on? Well, this morning. What happened this morning? Got up. Oh. Sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I thought that was a good thing. You know, and like Les Brown used to say, anytime you wake up and there's not a chalk line around your body, it's a good day. But some people are like, oh, man, another one of these days. You know, the expectations of our peer group will determine the quality of our lives. You will be a sum of what the 5 closest people that you hang out with are telling you to be, are acting out themselves. And we like to hang out with people sometimes that are a little bit lesser. Not here at WCR. Let's be clear about that, okay? But most people will, because it feels good to be around people that look up to you. The problem is they get whiplash and you're not going anywhere. That's not going to make sense. And I'll tell you what, you cannot light the candle of possibility when other people are spitting on your dreams. Okay? You got to let them know. Say, look, here's the deal, man. You and I'm going to make him the negative person again. Only because we know he's not. You and we're going to go to lunch, and I'm going to order yours to go. Does that work for you? Sometimes you just got to cut it loose, right? I know you know people right now that you would cut loose. I know you got people in your life that you would cut loose. It's hard because some of them's family. I know, some of them's family. That's right. How do I cut that person loose, their family? You'll find a way. You'll find a way because your ship's not sailing when the anchor's deep in the water and they don't want to pull it up. And you know this is true, right? So you got to watch who you're hanging out with. You got to understand that the more you hang out with people that bring you down, the harder it's going to be for you ever to step back up. Make sense? Yep. Sure? Yep. We got passion, right? The third thing about passion, this is really, really important, and this is really deep in a way. You are responsible for the energy that you bring to wherever you are, wherever you're going into the world. You are responsible for the energy that you bring. Do you understand? See, and I just said you're responsible for the energy you bring. Like, yeah. Right? Yeah. You are responsible for the energy you bring, right? Yeah. Now, here's the other thing. You also are responsible for the energy you allow. The energy that you allow into your world, into your space, into your office, into your business, into your life, into your family. You are responsible for what you let in, not just what you bring. Because sometimes you'll bring good energy to the situation, and then the energy sucker is going to say, let me in. And they're going to take it from you. They're going to make those emotional withdrawals. And pretty soon you're not going to have anything to give. And then you kind of rationalize it, which is rationally lying. Well, you know, they're a really good person. They want to do better. And they might. But there's a point in time. It doesn't mean ignore people or just let them go. It means you can't give what you don't have. And if they keep taking, you're not going anywhere. You're giving them half of what you are, and that's not a good bargain. Does that make sense as well? Yeah. So you got to know that not only are we responsible for the energy we bring, but the energy we allow, and we're going to prove it right now. So what I need everybody to do is stand up. It's all messy. I know, lobsters falling out. It's all good. They'll give you more. It's Country Club. All right, so here's what we're going to do. These things are always hard because I'm like short. So here's... So, like, on the inspiration says, I'm going to make it short, sweet, and to the point. I'm like, that sounds like me. Is it my turn? I'm ready to go. So, all right, so here's the thing. What I want you to do, when I say go, I want you to give as much energy as you can. Now, you may clap, you may jump, you may yell, you may scream. Now, you know you do this at a concert. You can do it here for WCR. You pay at a concert to do this. Yeah. Garth Brooks don't know who you are. Stop. You're not going backstage. Gosh, man, you're going to wait in line for the bathroom like everybody else. So, on 3, as much as you can give until I say stop. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Good. How'd that feel? I think we can do better. Do you think we can do better?
Absolutely.
He says absolutely. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Good. Woo! All right, stop. Good. All right. So let's have a seat. I don't want to sit down. Where's the music? What am I sitting down for? I don't know. Sorry. Didn't mean to get you all excited and passionate. So, is this a good time to talk about procrastination? Come on, someone's supposed to say it. Yeah. I thought someone was going to say no, later. Right? You know procrastination. You're in this business. I know you're in this business. I've been in this business. Here's an example of procrastination in this business. You get up and you're like, this is the morning things are going to change. This is the morning I'm gonna run my business like a business. Yeah, right? Before it was like, I'm gonna get all my ducks in a row. You're never gonna get all those ducks in a row. What are you talking about? You know, well, when this happens or when that happens, it's just gotta go. People do that with exercise. You know, when this and that and whatever, just put some shoes on and go, right? So you gotta say, all right, well, this is the morning. So you get up in the morning, guess what happens? You start thinking, well, I'm not having any meetings till 3. So what I'll do, I got to eat. Then you go to the kitchen. There's nothing to eat. There's like some cereal, but it's like been there for like 2 weeks, and you're like, this could potentially be stale. So what I'll do is I'll go to the store, or I'll go to like Panera or whatever, I'll grab a bagel, or, So you go to the store, then you're like, well, I'm a little short on food, so I might as well do my shopping now. So you start shopping, you're shopping around the store, you start talking to people in the store, you don't know who they are, but you're like, I'll just talk to them anyway. You like that? I like that too. So then you go home, and you're making breakfast. What's the problem? All of a sudden, you got all these dishes. Well, I can't leave all these dishes here. I'm going to have to do them later, so I might as well do them now. So now you're doing the dishes. You're like, all right, I got to stop. I got to get to work. I said I was going to start today. And so you said, all right, so go home and you get showered up. You're cleaning up, and then the hair's not quite, but you're going to make it work. And then you just start to iron. And you know what happens? That crap comes out of the iron, there doesn't look like there's any brown water in here. It's like this brown. Then you start trying it's getting bigger. I don't know. It's like, I know I'm going to have to wear something different. I'm going to so you're like, oh man, it's like 11 o'clock. I started at 8. I went to the store. I cleaned up. I went grocery shopping, the shower, the iron. That's like 11 o'clock. I'm going to have to eat lunch soon. Good thing I went to the store. So then you make some lunch. And you're sitting down, you're eating lunch and everything. So but I got my 3 o'clock appointment. I'll go on and get a little thing. Then you eat the lunch, but it wasn't really healthy lunch. And so now you're kind of like, feel a little bit tired. Yeah, you feel a little bit tired. So, oh man, I don't really feel like going in. What time's that appointment? 3 o'clock? What is it now? It's like 12:45? I just catch a little cat nap. Right? So you catch a cat nap, and now you're on the car, and you're like, and you get up, and now your clothes are wrinkled. You don't want to iron them again because all the brown stuff's going to come out. Your hair's a little messed up. Spray on it, and it works out a little bit good. And you decide you finally make it to your 3 o'clock appointment. And at the end of the day, people go, how was your day? How did it go? Say, oh yeah, it was busy. I had a 3 o'clock appointment. Did you make any sales? Did you build any business? No, I didn't have time. I didn't have time. You had time. Procrastination comes down to 3 things: pain, pleasure, and priorities. Most of us will put off now what we need to do because we don't want to deal with the pain of the discomfort of having to do what we know is going to work until later. You'll hear people justify it. They'll say, I work better under pressure. No, you don't. You do not. Nobody works better under pressure. Here's a gun. Let's go. It's like, come on, get a contract now. I was waiting for someone to pull a gun on me. No, we say we work better under pressure because we don't have the jazz, the inside, the juice to do what we need to do. So we wait till the last minute so we can feel a little bit something when we do it. And it feels like we're busier than we are when the pressure's on. It's like, oh, I get that significance. I had to do all this stuff in such a small amount of time. And then we get it done. No. I'm telling you, pain, pleasure, and priorities. We have to understand that pain, things that we're uncomfortable, if we can make them comfortable, is where the pleasure resides. We have to get that the quality of our life has more to do with the level of uncertainty we can live with, not avoid. And procrastination is nothing but a planned response. It's intentional. We use it to avoid things that will make us great. Marianne Williamson talked about that. She talked about how we're more afraid of how powerful we are rather than how weak we are. We're afraid to step into our greatness and to do the things. Everybody in this room knows. You know there's more to you. Everybody in this room knows as much as you've done, you got more in you. You know that's a fact. And it's just sitting there waiting for you. And the funny thing is, because we'll talk about profit real quick now, people, what do you want to talk about profit? I don't profit. Fact is, when it comes down to profit, it's simple. When you do the things you're passionate about, guess what happens? When you do the things, you're not just think you're thinking about the things, when you do the things you're passionate about, profit follows. T.D. Jakes said, if you follow your passion, your provision will follow you. But if you follow your provision, you're going to spend so much money on the things that you're not passionate about to fill that hole. You got to keep making money just to keep yourself going. And that's an endless road we don't want to be on, do we? That's tough. That's tough. So there's a lot going on here with the right now you guys going, who the hell is this guy and why is he freaking me out? I've only had 1 cup of coffee, just so you know, and no lobster. So here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. I want to read you a little something, and then I want to tell you a little something, and then I'm not going to take any more of your time after that because we got some important messages coming from our very distinguished president, who I happen to adore. We talk all the time when I go to one of these, and I feel so loved, you know? It's like, Dennis. I'm like, man, I'm just, it's like kind of cool. I'm like, we must be related somehow. I don't know. I don't know what it is, So I want to read this to you, and then I want to tell you something, okay? And then we'll be done. Sound fair? Yeah. You into it? Yeah. Okay, good. So check this out. Wherever we are in life, we made an appointment to be there. And think about that. Wherever we are in life, we made an appointment to be there. We may not know it, but to deny it simply disempowers us from being able to rectify, improve, or move forward in any situation we find ourselves in. Benjamin Disraeli once said that man is not a creature of circumstance, circumstance is a creature of man. Own where you are and empower yourself to decide where you are going. Refuse to allow to point the finger or to live in a story that prevents or minimizes the reality that you choose much of what is happening as it has happened to you, good or bad. This is your time to step up, not step on. This is your moment to move forward, not back. Open your eyes, lift your heart, listen to your soul calling out to you and telling you, I am in here, come get me. That is your soul speaking to you, telling you, I am in here, come get me. I'm not on eBay, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not out there at the malls. I am in here, come get me. It's telling you this every single day, and you got to listen because it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to bring you where you were created to be and do. You are responsible for the energy that you bring, as equally as such, the energy you allow. Be selective of your choices, your moods, and your attachments. Raise your standards and commit to a never-ending, consistently growing you. This is your time. This is your moment. Take it now and don't look back. Take it now and build your legacy that will be talked about for generations to come. That is you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Last thing I want to tell you, and then I'm done. I really appreciate your time ahead. Here's the thing. I was told once, and this is actually pretty serious. I was told once that someday we're not going to be here. And when you are in that casket or in that grave, you're going to be looking up, and you're going to see some ghosts or some figures that look like ghosts. And we're going to say, who are these people? What are these ghosts? And what these people and what these ghosts really are your dreams, your ideas, your inspirations, your passions, all the things that you had inside of you that you might not have chosen to bring out into the world. All the things that you might have brought to the world but you were afraid to. All the things you were thinking about telling someone about but you didn't want to be judged or rejected, or maybe you didn't feel like you were worthy, or maybe you didn't feel like you were enough, but you knew these were good things. You knew this could change people's lives. You knew it could make a difference in the world. And now you're sitting there in that casket, lying in there in that grave, and they're all looking at you, all these dreams, these ideas, these inspirations, and they're yelling at you. And they go, are you happy? Are you happy? We could have been out there changing the world. We could have changed people's lives. We could have given more love. We could have removed more fear. We could have taken rid of doubt. But you decided to take us with you. And we will never, ever be able to go out there ever again because we die with you. And that's not acceptable. But we have no choice because you're gone and we're gone too. Now I ask you, is that how you want your last moments to be before you go to where you're going? No. Do you want to be looking up at any point in your life and see your dreams, your aspirations, the ideas that could change people's lives in the world gone and evaporated because you chose not to do anything about it? No. So if this is true, we're going to get into this together. We're going to anchor it. Everybody stand up one more time. The response is yes.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes. Is this your time?
Yes.
Is this your moment?
Yes.
Is this your life?
Yes.
Is this your passion?
Yes.
Is this the time, the moment, the idea, the realities that everything you ever wanted to do with your life come true right now?
Yes.
One more question, and then I'm done. Did you enjoy your time here today?
Yes.
Well, let me hear it for crying out loud.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.